barking.
How are you? Oh,
I'm good. How are you?
I need to give you a hug. Come here.
Mm. There it is. There it is. That felt good. Felt right.
Oh, finally.
Yeah. How are you?
Good. And you? How are you?
I'm good. Just drinking my gallon of water here. Very exciting times. Yes, yes.
Oh
What I
my
do with my life.
God. So,
Yes.
in the brunch, you are drinking water?
It's good to hydrate. Very important.
Ah,
Keep the
okay.
cells full.
I'm here with a kind of tea, but it's a milky
Oh.
tea.
Okay. Okay. I like
Yes.
it. I like a milky tea.
A ver, ahorita estoy platicando. Okay, first of all, we need to talk, and after I need to translate for the fans. It's okay for you?
I like it.
Perfect. Good. So, you have to know something about me. Today, I mean, like every day, I really love tea, and I need to start my day with an oatmeal or something. But today is a special day, because guess what?
What?
Today is a pancake day.
Of course, naturally.
And I want to know about your routine.
My morning routine.
Yeah, morning routine.
It all depends. I usually start I got some protein from Astroflave. This is my protein of choice.
Okay.
I would yes. I would usually start
Yummy.
the day with just a couple scoops of protein, and that's it. Sometimes I'll do just oatmeal, but it's very boring. But just a couple scoops of protein, chug it, and I'm on my way.
Okay, good.
Hmm.
Translate now. I need to translate. A ver, yo le dije ahorita a Vicky que yo empiezo el día con un tecito y me encanta la avena también. Y él me dijo que le encanta la proteína. Entonces le encanta la proteína y también, o sea, le gustan cucharadas de proteína y que la avena también le gusta, pero a veces es bastante aburrido la avenita. Entonces, con la proteína y avena es un great combo. Okay, so I want to know about pancakes, right? Do you actually eat them or just throw to the audience?
Well, I'm trying to get lean, so I've cut back on the pancakes a little bit. I know, don't get mad at me, but I don't know if you've had these. There's protein pancakes. I know there's like these Kodiak cakes. I've tried some other ones. I think Progenics makes some pancakes, whatever. They're like protein pancakes as well, and they're very good. And they taste a little different, but the quality is still very high. So
Okay.
if you go pancakes, maybe try the protein pancakes.
Okay. So, yo le pregunté que si comía pancakes, o sea, hotcakes. No sé cómo les digan en sus países, pero bueno, yo le pregunté eso y él me dice que a veces los come solamente si tienen proteína, o sea, porque quiere bajar de peso. Entonces, o sea, bueno, para mantener su peso. Por eso no es muy sano que él los coma a diario, ¿verdad? Ok. Ahora quiero saber algo acerca de cuál es su sabor favorito, porque hablando de pancakes, quiero saber cuál es su sabor favorito. So, Vicky, you got to know something about me as well. I told you I love teas and everything, but my favorite tea is everything with berries. So, my favorite pancakes are berry pancakes. What about you? What is your favorite?
Ooh. Yeah, I would say like blueberries because it's a nice because you got the differences in texture. Differences in texture are very important. So I would say blueberry, kind of like it's nice when the blueberries are inside the pancake. Sometimes you can put them on top, but when they're cooked inside the pancake, that's muy bien.
Yummy. So
Yes.
you're part of my team, right? Berries.
Yes. Team berries. Yes.
Team berries. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
A ver, él me dijo que le gustan igual que a mí, porque yo le pregunté que cuál era su sabor favorito del pancake, y él me dice que el de moras azules, pero que es mucho más rico si las moras azules están adentro. Gente, no se olviden que yo tengo o sea, estoy encuadrada así, porque estoy agarrando el celular, ¿ok? Así que no hay de otra, así es. Okay, so, I want to know something about the idea, how the idea of the pancake, the pancake idea started.
It was very random. Man, I can't believe it. I think it's been 3 years. It was like 2017. We had a lumberjack match. It was me and Kofi in the match against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And it was a lumberjack match. And Woods was on the floor. and he crowned himself Chief Lumberjack. So naturally, he came out with a sleeveless flannel. When you think of a lumberjack, you think of flannel and you think of pancakes. So he came out with the pancakes as the Chief Lumberjack, and that was only supposed to be for one night. And we're idiots, so we thought it was funny, and we thought, hey, let's just keep doing it. So then we did it the next night, and then just kept doing it. So that's how the pancakes started. Randomly had a lumberjack match, and we thought it was funny, and then started throwing pancakes to people because why not?
Okay, okay. A ver, entonces yo le pregunté que dónde viene la idea de los hotcakes, de los pancakes. Y él me está diciendo que hace tiempo tuvieron una lucha de leñadores entre Kevin Owens y Sami Zayn. Woods estaba de lado y entonces él estaba vestido de franela con hotcakes. Y bueno, se supone que sería solamente por una noche, pero lo encontraron muy gracioso, así que empezaron a hacerlo ya rutina. Okay, that's good.
Yes.
Okay, so now I want to move. Oh my God, this is like a little bit moving.
Oh, we're on the move.
I'm moving a lot, but it is what it is.
Indeed.
So I want to know now about the storyline. Let's talk about the storyline, okay?
Let's.
In WWE.com, they mentioned that the New Day is the most dominant faction in WWE history. So congratulations about that. How do you feel?
Well, thank you. I feel like they did this to be controversial because a lot of people, I have to be honest, a lot of people would disagree with this notion. I will say this is not a judgment for me to make. We just go out there, we do the best we can with what we're given. But this is for, fans and writers and people who enjoy it to decide who's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. I personally don't concern myself with that. I go out there every time I'm on TV. I try to do the best I can to be entertaining, to bring what I can to the table. And when it's all said and done, I think the one thing too is like, we're not done. We're being compared to pretty much all the factions we're being compared to don't exist anymore. Like the Shield, the Wyatts, NWO, Nation of Domination. When you talk about the greatest factions ever, they're pretty much all, they set their resumes, and our resume is still going. So I will say it is an honor, even though I will say a lot of people disagree with it. Maybe a lot of people agree with it as well. This is not for me to say. This is up to you.
Okay, that's great. A ver, yo le pregunté ahora cómo se sentía que en WWE.com los nombraron como, en The New Day los nombraron como la facción de la historia, o sea, la mejor facción de la historia. Y él dice que básicamente fue como para hacer controversia. Ya saben, los escritores, bla, 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 pero que al final es decisión de los fans. Sin embargo, él está muy agradecido y está bien, pero eso a él como que no le importa tanto. Entonces, miren, una persona muy humble. Muy bien. So, now let's move, because I'm really interested about this, Vicky. Last Monday on Raw, we saw Kevin Owens. And I remember when Kevin Owens was part of the New Day. Remember, it was Big O.
I try not to remember, but sadly
Why
I do.
Not?
Well, because think of it, Quetzalli, if you were doing your job and doing it great, and suddenly, let's say something happened and you slipped and fell and you had to be in the hospital. Like, God forbid this ever happens, but you were in the hospital, you had to have a surgery, you're out for nothing too crazy, but let's say something happened to you and you were out on the shelf. Imagine if the very next day that you were supposed to be at work, or the very next week, they replace you with someone else and they call her like Oatsally. They barely change your name, and she tries to mimic you after all the hard work you put in, all the years of toil, all the years of pushing through, trying to break through this glass ceiling. Finally, it's been 2014. We've been working on this, all that work and effort to finally get to a point of making it. And I had an injury. I was only out for 6 weeks, just a little meniscus. It's not like I'm going to be out for a year. Just a meniscus. That's easy. I'm out for 6 weeks or so. And then imagine just being replaced that quickly. He calls himself Big O and does all people at home or whatever the town they were in. And he stole what I had created. I made it. And then he was doing my moves, calling himself Big O. He ain't me, Quetzalli. He'll never be me. He will never replace me. Sure, he's great as Kevin Owens. He's great in the lane that he has created. But I wouldn't, if he got hurt, you see me going and saying, oh, I'm Bevan Owens. You know what I mean? Like, I would never do that because I respect him enough to leave what he did alone. But what I built, what I created, don't touch that. There is no replacement for me. There are a lot of other great wrestlers, a lot of great entertainers in our business, but no one will ever fill my particular shoes. There will never be another Big E. There will be men bigger than me, stronger than me, faster than me, more articulate, better at promos. There will be men in all facets of this industry who are better than me at something. But there will never, ever be a combination of a man like me. There will never be a man to fill these shoes, to fill these boots. There ain't another me. There ain't no Big O as far as I'm concerned. There is one Big E, and that quetzalli is me.
Oh my. Oh my.
Good luck translating. I'm sorry that was very long.
Thank
I
you.
wish you well.
Let me try to translate this.
Yes.
Ok. A ver, yo le pregunté que yo me acordé de que el lunes pasado en Raw vimos a Kevin Owens y pues yo quise preguntarle si se acordaba cuando Kevin Owens era Big O. Y ¡pum! Esto explotó. Y entonces él me dijo que que era horrible. O sea, imagínense ustedes que están en el hospital y cuando ustedes salen del hospital se encuentran con alguien que está intentando ser como tú. Pero no, ese no es él. Ese no era Big E, era Big O. Y entonces me puso un ejemplo como, imagínate que alguien llegara y llegara a quetzalli cuando yo no estoy. Pues eso sería terrible, ¿verdad? Entonces, básicamente, esa fue la molestia de Big E. De decir, como Big E, it's just one. It's just Big E, right?
Just one. The
Just
only one.
The only one.
And there's only one quetzalli as well, you know?
Yes. I don't want a quetzalli. Oh, no.
No, you don't want an quetzalli. That's no good.
No
good.
Thank you, but no.
No.
Okay. My God. It was hard to translate all of
Sorry, it was a lot. I know.
No, but it was amazing. Okay.
Thank you.
So, oh yes, this is another one that is really good.
Mm-hmm.
So, I remember NXT and the 5 count. So,
yeah,
how did the 5 count NXT started?
Well, actually, man, I think it was 2012-ish. So it was that year, whenever it was. I remember NXT had already started, but I wasn't really in the first batch. I remember it was the Ascension and Seth Rollins. There were a bunch of guys that they were, and girls and women as well, who were kind of in that first mix. But I was just kind of sitting in the back. You know, I had been around for a while, but I wasn't established on TV. And then when the time was right, I needed a gimmick, I needed something, and it was actually Dusty Rhodes who came up to me before I ever got, actually I think I had one match on NXT where I just came out and it was an enhancement match, pretty quick match, looked dominant, and then I had a conversation with Dusty and he said, we're going to give you the 5 count, King Kong Bundy used to use it, and rest in peace to both Dusty and to King Kong Bundy, but it was an opportunity for me to do something, so I thought, hey, this is cool. It's a cool gimmick. I can be dominant with it. So we went out there, and I was supposed to be booed. I was supposed to be a heel. And I go out there the first time, and I don't remember if it caught on initially or exactly how it was, but pretty quickly into it, we realized like people are going along with it. And so anyone who doesn't know, I would pin someone, and the ref would count to 3, but I would say no. I think I cut a promo as well beforehand that said, I'm so dominant that I'm not going to just beat people by a count of 3. I'm going to beat them by a count of 5, thus the 5 count. So I would demand the referee would count to 3, and I would say no, 4, 5. I would count the extra 2 on my own. And then it became not just that, it became me, I would do the 5 count, and I go to walk out the ring, but then the fans would chant one more time. And at first we tried to ignore it. We thought, okay, the point is to get booed, to be a heel. And I thought, okay, let's just ignore it. But then we realized, no, we have something good here. Let's feed into it. If this is what the fans want, let's give them what they want. And then we started doing the 5 count, and they would chant one more time. And I would slide back in the ring, and I would hit my finish again. And I would hit the 1, 2, 3, 4, and then count along with all 5. And then sometimes it got to a point, too, where it was the Full Sail crowd was so into it and so involved that I would hit my finish maybe 4 or 5 times. I would keep coming back, or I would go to step out the ropes. I would tease going to leave, or I would tease to go all the way out. And it was such a fun experience because that crowd was so into everything. You know, it wasn't a 10,000 seat arena. It's an intimate, you know, maybe we have a few hundred people in there, but it's so cool to be in such a small room essentially and have everyone feel like they're in the palm of your hands and we're all in this event. So it was like, I've always, obviously the New Day has been the height of my career, but the 5 count run in NXT was so much fun, and getting goosebumps just thinking about it because it was such the energy that the fans gave to me, I can never replace. So like, thankfully to them, like they made my career. And we always, in a cliche way, we could say, "Oh, I thank the fans. I wouldn't be here without the fans." But very legitimately, I don't think I would not have been called up if it wasn't for the fans being so into it. I never would. I don't think I'd still be around if it wasn't for that as well. So Dusty giving me the 5 count saved my career. It gave me an experience that I can never, I'll never forget. And yeah, it was a huge part of my career. It's crazy to think that was 8 years ago. I am getting old, but yes, I love the 5 count.
That's great. So, a ver, esta pregunta, no sé si ustedes se acuerden que hace un par de años en NXT, para que él ganara, contaban 5. Entonces, ahí lo tenían. Y yo le hice esta pregunta, ¿de dónde viene? ¿De cómo empezó? Y él me dijo que fue como por ahí del 2012. Él estaba en la banca, pero cuando lo vieron salir y vieron que hacía las cosas demasiado bien, le dieron una oportunidad. Entonces Dustin le dio la oportunidad de contar hasta 5 y él dijo, bueno, pues ¿por qué no? Lo voy a hacer. A pesar de que era heel, él lo hacía como, pues, o sea, lo probó y se dio cuenta que a los fans les encantaba esto. Entonces fue como una combinación, o sea, porque a la gente le gustaba, entonces para él fue algo increíble. Y eso fue hace 8 años, gente. Hace 8 años, Biggie. 8 years ago now.
Yes.
Great.
Hard to believe.
Yeah, I know. Yes, but it was fantastic. I really loved that thing, really.
Why, thank you.
Yeah. And now, do you remember your match against Kofi Kingston?
Yes. That was a while ago. That was obviously before the New Day because I would never have a match against Kofi now. But yeah, it was. We actually had. I think we had 2 matches, maybe back to back, or maybe it was just one. But we definitely had one on SmackDown, and we might have had one before then. But it was when I think it was around the time I was with Dolph. So I was with Dolph at the time, and I had a match with Kofi. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it was in 2013 or something, right?
I think actually that sounds right. Yeah, it should be 2013. Yep.
Okay.
I think maybe it was only the one because I do remember there was one time that Dolph and Kofi had a match and I was standing on the outside and he dove on me. He landed on me for no reason. I didn't even do anything. Actually, I might have done something to deserve it, but he landed on me. And then later we had a match on SmackDown and I might not have won, but he probably cheated. I think he cheated.
Ok. No sé si ustedes se acuerdan, gente, que en el 2013, mi queridísimo Biggie tuvo un match contra Kofi Kingston. Y él perdió con un paquetito, tengo que decirlo. Pero bueno, le pregunté que si se acordaba y me dijo que sí, que fue una época donde él todavía estaba haciendo equipo con Dolph Ziggler y que no volvería a tener otro match con él. Entonces, ahora pasaron de luchar en contra con él, ahora a luchar juntos. So,
yes.
Thank you. And do you see yourself as a single competitor in the near future? Or?
Yeah, why not? I always tell people when we started the New Day, it was supposed to be, we wanted it to be a faction. So I could have a singles match and then Kofi could have a singles. We could all chase different titles. And that was kind of the point. And then we got pushed into the tag team division, which I love. I love tag matches. But we always thought that it would be, something that would allow us to have more singles matches. And yeah, I'm open to it. I think that's kind of, as a pro wrestler, as a sports entertainer, whatever term you want to use, I think you want to be as well-rounded as possible. So I love that we've had this run as a tag team. I love to do singles stuff. You want to be able to do promos, backstages, whatever it is. Instagram Live with Quetzalli, you want to be able to do it all and do it all well. So I would love to have a singles run when the time is right. I think that would be fun. It would be nice to do something a little fresh, a little different too. because I
Okay.
really haven't really. It's been since pre-New Day, which is probably 2000, early 2014 was the last time I was kind of regularly on my own as a singles.
Ok. Bueno, esta pregunta fue de otra vez, ¿no? Que si se veía como él solo como competidor. Y me dijo que sí, que por qué no. O sea, que la idea de la facción era esa. Lo ha disfrutado mucho y todo, y ha disfrutado también mucho estar en dúos, pero que también le encanta la idea de hacerlo individual. Entonces, that's so good. Okay, we were talking about a lot about Kofi Kingston and New Day, and I want to know
Mm-hmm.
something. So,
Mm-hmm.
in a recent BuzzFeed list, Xavier Woods was included in the hot male celebrity list. What do you think
Ooh.
about that?
I'm very proud of him for being a hot male celebrity. I know he worked very hard on being a hot male celebrity, and I know it means a lot to him. So, yeah, it's quite the achievement, you know, being a hot male celebrity on BuzzFeed. You know, that's why we do all the hard work. That's why we take the bumps. That's why we travel the miles. That's why we
Yeah.
go through everything we go through. Is you know, championships are cool, money is cool, but really, the peak of our industry, the precipice of our industry is to be BuzzFeed hot male celebrity. So he's made it. Honestly, he can retire. He's done it. What else is there to do? You know, I'm proud of him. You know, it's
Yeah.
a crazy yet crazy award. You know, it's just
Yes.
yes. You get
Something.
it. You get it. You get it. I'm rambling.
Ok, le pregunté ahora acerca de, no sé si ustedes lo sabían, pero gente, eso lo tienen que saber. Resulta que Xavier Woods apareció en una lista de los hombres más candentes. Y yo le dije, bueno, ¿qué piensas? Y él me dijo que se siente orgulloso de él. O sea, que no basta con viajar un montón de horas para enfrentarse, ni ser superestrella. No. La cuestión, lo caliente, lo cool, es estar en esa lista de los hombres más hot. Okay, talking about the Xavier Woods, I want to know what's up with him.
Oh, my man is, you know, he tore his Achilles, unfortunately, the first night we were in Australia in October of last year. And the Achilles, it's a long injury. It takes time to heal. But my man Woodsy is one of the hardest working men in all of professional wrestling. He is doing a bunch of live streams, so he still finds a way to contribute. No, his gaming channel is very important to him. Up, down, down. Make sure to go subscribe, like all that jazz. We're also working on a podcast called The New Day, Feel the Power. So we record that remotely from home. It's not, you know, I miss doing it in person. All three of us there, you can touch and feel. But obviously during these trying times, we have to do it remotely for now. So he's still working very hard, and he's working on his rehab as well. He's getting his body right, getting his foot right. You know, a lot of dorsiflexion, and I don't know. I don't really,
Yeah.
don't ask me for the terms because I'm a professional wrestler. I don't know anything about medicine, but he's working hard on getting back. So hopefully you'll see him very soon when the time is right.
Ok. Bueno, ahora todos queremos saber qué fue lo que pasó con Xavier Woods. Y él me dice que tuvo una lesión en el talón de Aquiles. Y como sabemos, bueno, no sé si lo sabían, pero las lesiones del talón de Aquiles son muy difíciles de sanar. Entonces estamos esperando a que regrese. Mientras tanto, ustedes no se lo pueden perder porque también están haciendo transmisiones y tienen un programa y que se llama Feel the Power and Up, Down, Down. Entonces, para que lo estén viendo y no lo extrañemos tanto porque pronto va a regresar, ¿ok? Okay, so, okay, now let's talk about this. I want to know kind of a secret, okay? And tell me the secret for being so muscular as you.
I got good genetics, you know, but I also started working out. I started working out young, probably around 10, but I would just have these little sand weights. So my
10?
dad got me this. I started young. I just loved it. So it was like all I had was on like a Saturday if I was watching cartoons. During the commercial break, I would run to the garage, and it was this old like rusty bar, and it had these little sand weights on it that you picked up from like a junkyard. And I would just do 100 curls for the day. So I would do as many curls as I could until I got tired, and then I put it down and I'd go watch TV, and then I'd run back and I'd do the rest of my curls. But it was actually when I was 12 years old, I learned how to properly work out. I was in 7th grade, and I learned how to put together a program, and I just loved it. As soon as I started, I loved it, and I noticed my body change immediately. So it was so cool for me. Like, you always look up to superheroes and athletes, and when I felt like I was able to kind of make myself into my own little superhero at the time, I'm getting muscular, and like that to me always it always appealed to me. So I was 12 years old, and I was working out like 5 to 6 days a week for 3 to 4 hours. Like, you couldn't get me out of the gym. I absolutely loved it, and I kept getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And in high school, I put on 100 pounds. I started high school at 170 pounds. I didn't get any taller, and then I graduated. I was 270 just because I was just working out and eating. I was working at Wendy's, so I was eating all those doubles and triples with cheese, getting those good calories in, a lot of protein. So I've been working out a long time. It really, for me, is very, not just physically, it doesn't just improve my body, but also is, it's like therapy for me. It's very mentally freeing for me to be in that moment. It's your body against the weights. And there's something very visceral and therapeutic about it for me. So I would encourage everyone, weightlifting isn't for everyone, but I would say whether it's yoga, whether it's hiking, whatever it is, find a way to physically move, because I think everyone can benefit from some form of exercise, whatever it is, your body craves that. So weightlifting has been my saving grace. It has been therapeutic for me. And so that's how I got muscular. And I also taken a lot of protein, such as this, Astroflave. Check it out. That was a great segue, Astroflave. Yes, this is protein that you would love. Look at this flavor. Chocolate peanut butter puff. It's incredible.
What
It's
is
very
that?
lean.
Okay, peanut butter as well. My God.
Yes.
So yummy.
Yeah, and they
No,
got a
but
bunch
remember, I don't think we can get those kind of things here. But thank
All right, I'll see.
you.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay, thank you. So, le estaba preguntando algo que la neta esto nos interesa a todos. Le pregunté cómo es que está tan fuerte, porque la verdad es que sus músculos son increíbles. Y él me dijo algo padrísimo. O sea, resulta que empezó a entrenar desde que tenía 10 años. Desde los 10 años. O sea, él estaba viendo caricaturas y él ya entrenaba. Pero lo hizo profesionalmente a los 12. O sea, a los 12 años, este muchacho ya estaba entrenando y aparte de que tiene buenos genes. Sin embargo, como le gustaban mucho las hamburguesas, subió mucho de peso. Y él cree que hacer ejercicio es parte de su vida y que hace bien para todos y nos recomienda a todos hacer algo de ejercicio, alguna rutina, yoga, caminar, lo que sea, pero mantenernos activos. And that's true. Yes, I really agree about that with you. That the exercise workout it's really good for your mind, and now that we have time, I think it's really good to do something, right, for your mind, for your body, for your soul, for everything.
Beautiful. Sang it, quetzalli. Sang it.
Okay, and the other day we saw an unlikely pair in Otis and Braun Strowman that surprised everybody. So do you think your title is in jeopardy against a foe like that?
Quetzalli, you comedian. Oh, you should do stand up with them jokes you got. Oh, you're on fire today, Quetzalli. Braun Strowman and Otis, oh, they are very formidable. Don't get me wrong. But I ain't worried about nothing. I ain't worried about nothing, Quetzalli. Don't you fret. Don't you worry about me. I mean, look, that's a lot of meat in there. Trust me, that's a lot of beef. They beefy men with big muscles. You know what I mean?
I know.
That's a lot of girth. But their wind is low. They ain't got the stamina. They ain't got the stamina to keep up. Tag team wrestling is like this, in and out. That's me. Me and Kobe will be making tag, and their heads will be spinning. Their bodies will be depleted. They'll be humping and pumping as we run circles around them. So we're not worried about Braun and Otis. And, Godspeed to them. Like I said, great competitors. Braun is world champion. So who am I to look down upon him? Who am I to scoff at the great and powerful Braun Strowman? And who am I to ever speak a negative word about this charismatic machine known as Otis? Who am I? You know what I mean? He's been on a great run the last several months. The momentum that this man Otis has is incredible. I've been in the ring with him. I've been thrown around by him. But I ain't worried about Otis and Braun. I will never worry. I will never fret. So if they want it, they can come get it. They can come get them some of the new day.
Oh my, ok. Bueno, pues la pregunta fue que hace un par de días vimos, o par de semanas, vimos a Braun Strowman y a Otis, pues dándolo todo. Entonces yo le dije, bueno, ¿qué no te da miedito? Como que ellos digan, sí, los títulos, ¿saben? O sea, este tipo de cosas. Y él me dijo, ¿cómo crees, quetzalli? ¿Cómo crees? O sea, todo bien, la neta lo están haciendo muy bien, son fuertes, son grandes, tienen mucho talento, pero, come on, no son tan rápidos como yo, ni tan fuertes como nosotros, así que él no está preocupado por ellos. Good. Okay. Okay. I got it now.
Good, good, good.
Okay, so let's play a game. Do you want to play a game with me?
I love games with you, quetzalli.
Yes, and this one is very funny, okay?
Okay.
So let's play this. I will tell you a name, and you have to tell me the first word that comes to your mind. Just one word, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So, for example, if I say tacos, you can say salsa, something like that. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So, Coffee Kingston,
Goat.
Xavier Woods,
Goat.
Dolph Ziggler,
Blonde.
Drew McIntyre,
Scottish.
Ok. A ver, las primeras me dijo Goat, la segunda, la otra me dijo rubio y la tercera me dijo escocés. Bueno, Drew McIntyre, escocés, ¿ok? Becky Lynch.
Fire.
Fuego. Becky Lynch, fuego. Yes, it's true. Bray Wyatt.
Bad.
Bad.
Bad. Just
Malo. Malo. Ok. Brock Lesnar.
beef.
Beef. Ok. Entonces les dije, de Bray Wyatt era malo y Brock Lesnar, ¿lo decimos o no lo decimos? Pues lo decimos, musculoso. Jeff Hardy.
Rave.
Brave. Valiente.
You know,
Valiente.
like a rave party, you know what I mean? He'd be up in
rave.
4 in the morning, you know what I mean? On that X.
Okay.
You get it, you get it.
Yeah, I got it. And Rey Mysterio.
Best, just the best.
Rey Mysterio, gente, el mejor. Okay, perfect. Now let's move in this wave. Questions from the fans. So now we have a couple of questions, fan questions, okay? Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. From Facebook, Ricardo Sauciri Adrian asks, if you had to leave the New Day for the Universal WWE Championship, would you do it?
No! The bond of brotherhood will not be broken. You see, some people chase accolades at the expense of brotherhood, at the expense of family. Some people turn their back on their loved ones, on those that brought them so much, that fed them, those who loved them, for money and titles and accolades. But brotherhood, love of fellow man is strong. Something that we must not turn our backs on. We must not say, brotherhood, I turn my back on you. No, 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 no. We must look brotherhood in the eye and say, brother Woods, brother Kofi, you have brought me far these 6 years. You have brought me very far these 6 years, and I will never leave you. I will never forsake you. I won't do it, because what you have given to me, I will give to you. That is how we have survived all these 6 years, because we said we will let no man tear us asunder. We will let no man divide us. We will let no man drive a wedge between us, Because once that happens, once a man divides us, once we fall as a collective, we fall as individuals. You see, there's a lesson in there somewhere about us as humans, as people. We need community during these times. We need community. We need to reach out to our loved ones. We need to hug them and bring them close and say, I am your brother and I will never leave you. I will never forsake you, because love is what we need, quetzalli. You think the Universal Championship, that's great, that's incredible, but who says I can't do this as a member of the New Day? That's what I don't understand. Why does it have to be one or the other? But if forced to choose one, if you force me to, I would say, you know what? You know what, Woods and Kofi? I love what y'all have meant to me. I love what y'all have done for me. And also, I want to make another point, a larger point. You know, sometimes I feel like we don't get enough love between men. You know what I mean? And like, you know what I'm saying? Just that brotherly love. You know, what's wrong with telling your friend, your brother, that I love you? You know what I mean? And I don't want to get too dark, but I will say, with what's going on recently with the passing of Shad, you know, it really made me think, made many think, and you know, I think a lot of times we feel this level of invincibility, like we're going to be around forever, or, you know, you never know when you're going to go. You never know. You never ever know. So I have no problem telling Woods and Kofi, hey, I'm so grateful for all you guys have done for me over these many years, and I love you and I appreciate you. You know what I mean? Because you don't know, we might never, you know, it could be tomorrow, and I hope it's not tomorrow. I hope we're old men. I hope all the people I work with that I love, I hope my brothers, I hope those people close to me, you know, Rashad, my college roommate, Mike, Lucas, all the guys I grew up, I've known since 18. I hope we're old men. I hope we're in our 80s on a porch somewhere, still living it up, but you never ever know. So that was a long-winded answer, but I say choose love, choose family, and those guys, you know, we've said it over and over again, but I love them and I appreciate them, and I won't turn my back on them for some accolades, for prizes, for things like that, because those things can all be achieved within our unit. And to you out there listening and watching, hug your fellow man, hug your brother, hug your family member. You know, I don't know if it'll solve all the world's ills, but just appreciate them while you got them, man, because you never know when it'll be over.
Wow.
Good luck.
Beautiful words. Thank you.
Good luck
so
translating
much.
that. Of course.
Oh my God,
of course.
it was really, really beautiful.
Of course.
Okay, I need to translate this because it's
I wish
very
you well.
powerful. Okay. A ver, esta pregunta maravillosa detonó en un speech memorable, gente. Yo le pregunté, bueno, fue una de sus preguntas, de hecho, para que vean que es maravilloso preguntar y mandar preguntitas. Le pregunté que si tendría que dejar a The New Day por un campeonato, por el campeonato universal o el WWE, y él me dijo que no. O sea, que jamás le daría la espalda a su hermano, jamás le daría la espalda a The New Day, porque él cree que eso es lo que debemos de hacer, siempre respaldarnos, apoyar a la familia, que le hace falta mucho al mundo también esta cuestión de amor y dejar de ver mal estos abrazos y decir te quiero entre los chicos y lo estás haciendo bien. Entonces, lo que hace más falta en este mundo es hacerlo, es decirle al otro que lo quieres en el momento en el que lo tienes, abrazarlo, estar con ellos. Entonces, esta fue una respuesta súper bonita. Entonces, it was amazing, really. Thank you so much for that.
Of course.
So the last one is from Facebook as well. Mm-hmm. Jesus Salazar wants to know, how did the New Day dance start?
Oh, I don't even know, because we didn't start dancing originally. And I will say we don't consider ourselves dancers. I think it was meant to be obnoxious. It was at the times we were heels. We were supposed to be booed. And I do remember, I don't know if this is the first time, but I remember we had a match with the Matadors. And I remember we got up from the pin. I remember just dancing over one of their bodies, whoever I just pinned, because it was funny to me. And then I think it just kind of went from there. So it was really just meant to be obnoxious, and it was funny to us at the time. So we just started dancing. And then it's one of those things too, like if in a script we get something where it says, hey, they should dance here, or it's asked us to dance, we refuse to, and we're irate about it. But for some reason, you know, when you want to dance on your own, it's great. But when someone else says, hey, you need to dance here or do some dancing, I say, no, I will not dance. I dance on my own time. I dance when I want to. I dance in my house when no one's watching. I dance just to pop myself when I'm out there. That's what it's for. You know what I mean? A lot of times you hope the audience enjoys it too. But I do a lot of things really just to make Kofi and Woods laugh and make myself laugh. And hopefully you all laugh as well. But that's really kind of, that's all I'm doing is just trying to bring some levity to this world, you know? That's all.
Perfect. Le pregunté ahora acerca del baile que tienen, que es tan famoso, y me dijo que todo, o sea, que básicamente fue para molestar, que no le gusta que le digan lo que tienen que hacer. Entonces, que al final lo hizo para hacer reír a la gente, y pues ve, funcionó bien, y la cosa ha jalado, y para traer un poco de alegría también al mundo. Entonces, eso es lo que dice, y también que va a bailar cuando quiera bailar, y que va a hacer las cosas cuando él las quiera hacer, ¿ok? Perfect. Oh, that move as well.
Yes,
I
just
really
a little
like it.
I'm glad you like it. I did it for you.
And I love the t-shirt.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
Of course.
Okay, so this is another great activity, kind of. So imagine that I'm your personal shopper, okay?
Okay.
And I will go for your groceries. So which are the 4 items that you cannot live without?
Ooh, I don't know if I can't live without, but I will tell you, personal shopping. So if we're going grocery shopping, I love sushi and poke. I tried, actually, Woods got a chef for my birthday. He got a chef to come to my house and teach me how to make sushi. And he also got Caitlin, real name is Celeste Bonin. We're very good friends. She was Caitlin in WWE, former Divas champion. She came to my house and we made sushi, but I'm very bad at it. But I do love poke, and poke I could actually make it very easy. So I would say let's start with some very fresh salmon. Salmon. Let's start with salmon. I live on the Atlantic Ocean, so near the Gulf. So let's go salmon, fresh salmon. We will go edamame. I like some edamame in my poke bowl. Let's also go with brown rice. Brown rice as a good base in that poke bowl. And last but not least, I really love some spicy mayo. So let's also have some maybe sriracha spicy mayo to top that poke bowl off. And let's have ourselves a poke bowl. I can eat poke every single day.
Okay. A ver, ahora esta pregunta fue acerca de, yo le voy a hacer sus compras y él tiene 4, o sea, me tiene que decir 4 cosas con las que tiene que haber en su casa. Y él me dijo picante, mayonesa picante, arroz salvaje, salmón fresco y edamames. Esto para hacer un bowl perfecto, un poke, que le encanta el poke y le gusta también el sushi. Entonces ya lo sabemos. Sushi and poke is for Big E. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
Great. So, Biggie, this is just a final question, just for me. What about your t-shirt, the Tupac t-shirt?
Oh, a friend of mine made it for me, Kat Simpson, because Tupac is my favorite rapper ever. So she made it for me, and I decided to wear it. And I love Tupac, and I was listening to the 7 Day Theory, the Machiavelli album today, and I love Pac, and that's why I'm wearing it.
Okay, it's really nice. I want something like that.
I'll see what I can do. I'll work on it.
That's great. So this is the end.
Oh no!
Oh yes!
Oh no!
Yeah.
Well, I enjoyed it.
Sorry, le pregunté acerca de su t-shirt y me dijo que es un regalito especial. Lo tenemos ahí, que es Tupac, entonces que es su rapero favorito y que me va a regalar una. Bueno, eso no lo dijo, pero que va a hacer todo lo posible. Okay, so thank you so much for this. And do you have any message for your Latin fans?
We love performing in Latin America. Thank you so much for coming out to shows. Hopefully, I hope very soon, when we get these things under control, that we will be able to tour Mexico again, that we'll go back to Central and South America, because it has been far too long. It's been too long. But thank you guys so much for being fans. You guys are like, I will say, some of the best shows ever have been in Latin America. I don't want to exclude anyone, But Santiago, Chile, you guys are an incredible crowd. We also, like, we do the tours in Mexico. Santiago is mind blowing, but I've been to Argentina. We've been to, I don't want to leave anyone out, but we've been all over Latin America. And there's really a difference in the passion from the fans. Like,
Yeah.
they're so vocal and so energetic and just so into it. It's awesome. It's amazing. And you've been to so many of those shows as well. So I really miss being able to travel specifically to Latin America. So hopefully very soon,